Turn now to President Trump pushing Congress to pass his mega spending bill with 7 days until the 4th of July. Our senior political correspondent Rachel Scott is at the White House with more. Rachel, good morning.
Hey, Whit, good morning to you. 7 days to go, and the president is sticking with this deadline, urging Congress to get this bill to his desk by that July 4th deadline. But it has now set off a scramble, and the White House really ramping up the pressure on those holdouts to get this done. The bill, which initially passed the House, extends the 2017 Trump-era tax cuts, sets aside nearly $50 billion to resume construction on the border wall, and pushes work requirements for Medicaid. Now, the president holding an event here at the White House, pushing Republicans to get this bill to his desk, but they are facing headwinds in the Senate on two major fronts. Now, first are the holdouts. There are a handful of Republicans who are just not on board yet. Some are worried about the amount of spending. By some estimates, it could add trillions of dollars to the deficit. Others worried about changes to Medicaid, which could leave 11 million people without coverage. Republicans are also looking into changes on the so-called provider tax, which has been a major part in how states pay Medicaid bills. Major hospital groups are warning against it, saying that this is going to force hospitals to shut down. Also, to get this done, we know that Senate Republicans are really using a special tool here to push this through with just Republican support. But to pull that off, they're going to have to make some changes and drop some key provisions they just found out. So the bottom line here, this is now a scramble here in Washington, D.C. I'm told that the president did meet with Senate Majority Leader John Thune here at the White House just yesterday, but it's unclear if they're going to be able to get this done in time with.
And Rachel, another big story you're tracking here. We know the White House is also pushing back on concerns that parts of Iran's nuclear program may have survived the U.S. strikes. But what are you hearing now about a possible meeting between the U.S. and Iran?
Well, and with this came from the president. He said that his administration would be meeting or talking with Iran next week. I asked the White House press secretary about this. She told me that as of now, there is nothing on the schedule, but the goal and the purpose of the meeting would be for lasting peace. This comes as we heard from Iran's supreme leader for the first time since the attack, saying the president grossly exaggerated the events of that day. Now, the White House, the administration, they are adamant that Iran's nuclear sites were completely obliterated, still pushing back on that early intelligence report that sources say showed otherwise. With.
All right, Rachel Scott for us. Thank you.